Hello everyone, you're welcome now to our fifth session. I thank you for moving with me. Those who have moved with me from the first session, I thank you very much for following me up. And now we are going to look at we are going to continue with our word processor in our course, which is Microsoft packages, and we are now on the fifth session. We are going to talk about adding borders, changing orientations, margins, page breaks, and headers, footers. So I think you'll be moving with me. And today I'm going to also bring you a document which we used the last time, and we are going to use it now to apply what I've told you we are going to learn today. And we are going to start with how to add borders in our document. Adding borders, we are going to use the design now menu. I think we have not used it before in the previous sessions, but now we are going to look at how we can use the design menu in our menu bar to add borders in our document. So we are going to click on design in a menu bar, and by clicking on design it will bring us different options, and we are going to go straight on page border, which is at the last corner. And by clicking on page border, it will give us different options of borders, and we are going now to see how we can move around with styles. We can change the styles of the borders to our document, and maybe we want the whole document. You can also, if this session, it can apply to when you have selected the document you want to give a border, but now I will give the whole document because I want to apply my borders in the whole document, and I will choose the style that I want. So you realize by clicking on art, maybe I want it to have these flutes. So by on the preview, they are giving us how our borders will be appearing on this preview part, and you can select from here and it can give you the preview. So by seeing on the preview, that's how your page will appear after selecting the borders that you want. But let me use this. Maybe you can scroll down to have different designs. Maybe I want this. So the preview shows me how my page will be appearing after applying the borders. So by clicking OK, the border will change. So it has given me different border, and it has given me the style that I've chosen from the border. And realize now my borders are designed, and this is the design I chose to use. And maybe, how can you remove these borders? Maybe you can say undo. And remember, I told you that undo, we can go back to the previous task. Maybe by clicking undo, I will remove the borders. By clicking redo, I will bring them back. So that's how we apply borders. Simply go to design in your menu bar and you pick page border icon, which will give you different styles of borders, and you can choose what style you want. Maybe I want this one. The preview gives me what will my page look like. Then by clicking OK, you realize the borders have appeared in my document. So that's how we can deal with borders, and you can change to different styles of the borders. Now let me take you to how we can change orientation styles, paper size. We have different orientation styles, and to go to orientation, we have to go to insert in our menu bar. By clicking on insert, it will give us different things, and realize now our orientation is not here, so we are going to choose another option, which is layout. And on clicking on layout, you realize our orientation option is appearing. So which means now you can use the orientation icon to select the orientation style you want. By clicking on the drop down that we have, to give us two options, which is portrait and landscape, which means we have only two orientation styles. So you can switch, but you can realize that now the selected one is portrait, which means the default one is portrait. So if I want to change to landscape, I can easily click on landscape, and my my orientation will be changed. And if I want maybe to go back to portrait, I can also click on portrait, and my page layout will be changed to portrait. Now let me take you through how we can change the page size. Page sizes, you realize we have A4, we have A5, we have different page sizes, but now on the same even menu we have a size option, and by clicking on this icon, this drop down icon, you can click there and it will give us different page sizes. You can click on more to bring you more sizes, and which means on giving you more, maybe you can set your own size. Now you can set your own width, you can set your own height, you can give it a different option. If it is F4, you can give it F4. If you want to give it custom size or a letter size, you can change to any size that you want, and you can alter through this by setting your own width that you want. Then after setting the width and the height and the paper size, you can click on OK, and it will give you the size that you have chosen. So that's how we deal with paper size and page layout. So I'm going now to take you through another thing, which is margins, and we are going to look at how we give our document different margins and how we can change the margin styles. And this we are going to go still under layout. Under layout we have the first icon, which is margins, and we can just click on the drop down to give us different margin styles. We have the last custom setting, we have the normal, we have the narrow, moderate, wide, and others. So you can select any margin style that you want. Let's say I want the first one. You can scroll down to view other, or you can go to custom margins to bring you now another menu where you can give your margins. You can set your own sizes to the margins, and after you can click on OK, your margins will also be set. And going to another thing, we are going to look at page break, how we can insert a page break and how we can remove the page breaks. Considering our document still, we are going to add now a page break. And adding a page break, first of all, you have to first transfer your cursor to where you want your page break to start from. Let's say I want it to start at the bottom of my first page. So after putting the cursor there, then I can go in my menu and in my tools bar and look at the icon which has page break, and I can click there to apply the page break in my document. So after clicking, after putting my cursor, positioning it to where you want your page break to start from, then I will go to insert, or still under layout I have this option which has breaks, and it is going to give me different options. This is a page break, column break, text wrapping. So it has given me different breaking types. So I can click on page break and it will give me a page break. So it will give me a new page, which means I have successfully applied a page break in the document. And if you want to remove that page break you have applied, maybe you can click on undo if you have not gone far to other actions you have done. Or if you are exactly at the same pace, you can just use Ctrl+Z to go back the previous action. Or if you have already done other things and realize now this page you don't want it, you can simply go to that page, make sure your cursor is in that page, and you just hit. So by hitting undo, you realize now the page break has gone. So I've successfully removed the page break. And you can even, if you want to add it, you still move to the procedures that I went through, and you can again put the page break. There is also another option where we use the home menu. By selecting on the home menu, we have this also insert. Then insert, we also have this option of page break. So by clicking on this icon, it also gives us a page break. So realize we can apply our page breaks in two menus. The layout menu can give us a page break, and the insert menu can also give us a page break. We are going to look at headers and footers. And how can we do this? How can we apply headers and footers? We simply go to insert. By clicking on insert, it will give us the header and the footer, and you can give it any style. It has this style, it has this, which means you can give it any style and your header will appear. Realize we have the header. After you can give it any text that you want. After giving it any text you want, so by clicking in the body, our header will appear. So we have successfully inserted the header. Then a footer, you also go to insert footer. Then footer, you can also choose any style that you want, any style of the footer you want. By clicking there, you can also have our footer. Maybe you can edit it and it will give us the footer successfully. So maybe you want to change the footer. We can go to design. After inserting footer, then we can go to edit footer. So after editing footer, you realize we have this option of design. By clicking on design, we can now design our footer. Maybe you want to put numbers, maybe you want to put date and time in the footer, maybe you want to put the document info or pictures. So you can easily edit your footer by using the design option in the menu bar, and you can change to any footer style that you want. You can put numbers, you can put date and time, you can put document info. So you can change to any footer that you want. So the last thing now we are going to look at is automatic page numbering, and this page numbering is also in insert. We have this option of page number, and you can also change to page number. Maybe you want it to appear on top or bottom, or page margins, or current position. So by clicking on top, bottom, so you can now select where you want your page number to appear. So we have now successfully inserted page numbers at the bottom of our documents. Thank you for being with me in this session, and I think this is the end of our 5th session. I hope you will still move with me to other sessions that you're going to look at in this course, Microsoft Packages. Thank you.